Hello there, welcome to this video. Kwame here. If you are new here or this is the first time of you watching my video, let me go ahead to introduce myself to you a bit. The name is Jodu Kwame. I'm a full stack web engineer by profession. I do both special applications and usually I prefer to build them from scratch using regular technologies. And if you want to find more about me, you can consider going to kwamelau.com. Over there, I show you my portfolio and a bit about me and some of my skills. Yeah, I also engage you with some blogs, and don't be pushed away by the incredible titles of the blogs. Yeah, when we take a closer look at programming in general, it's something that is trending in the world these days, and a whole lot of people are jumping on daily basis. We see new apps popping up, and people keep on asking themselves, how do we build this? How are these people building these kind of stuff? Yeah, well, it's very simple and straightforward. They are doing so with web, or let me say digital stuff. Yeah, so to learn how to build these things, that is where programming actually comes in. And last week I did a video about this, and the whole purpose of the video was to inspire people who want to learn how to build their own applications to start doing so. And I made mention of one thing, that I'll be building something from scratch, and I came to conclusion that YouTube is what I'm going to be building. Yeah, so today I sat down to draw a plan, yeah, to provide a blueprint as to how you are going to go about the entire development process of the www.youtube web application. And to take one thing into consideration, we are not going to build the whole thing, but we'll try as much as we can to make sure that most of the things that we do mimic the incredible functions of the YouTube web application. So without much ado, I'll go straight forward to what I have for you guys today. I think I came up with some README file, and within that README file, I've listed a couple of stuff that we'll have to expect from this project. And if you are watching this video on YouTube, then please consider subscribing to my channel by hitting the subscribe button below this video. Thank you very much. And without much ado, I'll go straight forward to what we have, yeah, concerning the content that we'll be looking on um, when we start working on the YouTube web application development. So let me go straight and show you what we have. All right, so when we take a closer look at this document right here, let me scroll up. Yeah, so why this video? This video focuses on outlining the content to building the YouTube web application from scratch. And when we take a look at the second approach, so it talks about what we will build. We'll be building the YouTube web application, so the https www.youtube.com. And who are the targets for this video? Remember, this video is going to be in series, yeah, because we will divide the development into phases, and maybe we'll have maybe phase one, this what we are going to be doing, phase two, this and that, this and that. Yeah, so we'll get to that in this particular video. So people aspiring to become developers, fellow developers, and those who want to switch careers and tech companies. Yeah, you know, there are those among us who want to learn how to build their own applications. If you know you fall within that category, you can go ahead and consider having a closer look at this. And we also have fellow developers. Yeah, so there are developers among us, or engineers among us, who are building stuff but have not yet tried their hands on these things. And if you are curious about how I'm going to be doing this, you can also check up on it. And also we have those who want to switch careers. Yeah, it could be that you are in the banking sector or whichever sector that you find yourself. Maybe you want to learn how to code as well. You can go ahead and follow up on this series of videos that will be coming up starting next week. That is the 16th of this month. And when we take a closer look at the four, you can see the goals. Yeah, so the first thing is to build a YouTube web application from scratch. Make the site responsive. No bootstrap is required. We'll be using the normal CSS media queries. and we'll make sure that no bootstrap is found over there. The responsiveness is going to be done by our own selves, and we'll also, like, the goal is to inspire people to learn coding or learn more if they have not built such technology yet. Yeah. There five, we are looking at phases or parts of the app. And so this is the development phase. We have one, setup, environment, and design. So over here we'll be taking a closer look at what we be using to, like, or what we'll be looking on to build our user interface. Yeah. And since we are building the YouTube web app, the same YouTube web app is going to be our inspiration. Let me go ahead and show you a snapshot of the YouTube web application over here. Yeah, so I have YouTube snapshots over here, and as you can see from here, we have a couple of videos listed on the right side of it, and on the left side we are having the menu. Yeah, so we have the home, the explore, we have the home, the explore, we have subscriptions, library, history, and others. Yeah, and let's take notice of one thing, that not everything over here is going to be built. Yeah, but we'll make sure that we build something which comes very close to this. We'll try the very best we can to include most of the features that we are seeing over here. Yeah, so moving on to the next, let me go ahead and jump back to this. Yeah, so second, we are looking at development of the front end. So over here we are going to be making use of the likes of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and we'll be writing the backend code. The backend code, I'm looking at either PHP or Node.js, but the decision has not yet been finalized. I think when the real development starts, we'll come up with this then. And we also taking a look at integration. Yeah, so the integration, that is where we'll be combining the front end and the back end. We'll also take a look at the testing and development. After that, testing and deployment. Yeah. All right, so number 6, we are talking about functionality. One, user account creation. We will make sure that the app is able to perform some of these functions, if not all of them. We'll be looking at authentication, password recovery, video or home feed, subscribing, unsubscribing, commenting, liking, sharing, in-app notifications, video and poster upload, show give when the video item is hovered upon with a mouse. Yeah, and we'll also be creating our own custom video player. We'll make sure that it comes very, very close to that of the YouTube web application. We'll also be recording or storing stats on video. We'll be running ads as well. Ad campaign statistics will be tracked. We'll work on the search feature for YouTube as well. We'll do, like, yeah, we can report a video as well. And we have some like live commenting feature for live video, show photo on hovering video progress bar. These things will likely come in, but I cannot assure you guys that I'm going to be working on them. Also, we'll make sure that we have some email notifications there as well. And the kind of technologies that we are going to be using are the normal HTML, CSS, JavaScript, MariaDB or MySQL. We'll also be taking a look at PHP, Node.js maybe, and the Node package manager maybe. Yeah. So the tools that we are going to be using, the code editor, the preferred ones are Visual Studio Code and Notepad++. We'll also be looking at WebKit browsers such as Chrome and Opera, inspection, Chrome Dev Tools, testing, unit testing, and integration testing. Also, when we take a closer look at the color, we'll be using an app called Color Detector. Yeah, Windows has something like that, and I think it's incredible. When we hover it on a certain like point on the desktop, it will show us the color code in hex or RGBA. Yeah, so we'll be using that one to detect colors. The pages we are going to be working on are home, profile, login, sign up, password, video upload settings, ad publishing rather. More may come. Yeah, so more may come. Yeah, I think so. So 10 the icon and font. I'm looking at material UI. That will be the first choice, considering it like something like that is coming from YouTube itself. So I think from Google itself. So I do think that that will be our first choice when it comes to the icons. If not, so we'll move to the font house some, or maybe the linear icons. The Oh, sorry, I think I made a mistake over here. This has to be icons. All right. Yeah. The fonts we'll be looking at Inter, Roboto, or others possibly. Yeah. So this is a rough overview of what we are going to be doing. I think that next week, Wednesday, that is the 16th of this month, when I come up with the first video, we are going to have a full or some like clearer overview of whatever is coming up in this series of videos. But to assure you of one thing, the main goal behind this video is to influence people to learn more, to show people that we are capable of doing things, and we don't just say, but we can build them. And I want to challenge myself and try the very best I can to make use of ES6 features, and maybe something like proxies will also be coming in there, because they are very, very crucial. At times we have to be watching objects. I know some people are not familiar with the technical terms I just made mention of, but as we move along, these things will be coming up. Yeah, so thank you very much. And I would like to like inform you about this, that there are a whole lot of opportunities when it comes to IT related stuff. You can do it if you do believe that you can do it, and above all, if you have the discipline. Yeah, you know, programming is about discipline and it's about practices. You have to sit down, take time, and figure out how best you can learn. So these are the ways through which we all learn. And I do remember when I started programming, it wasn't easy for me at all, because I had no mentor mentoring me on how things are supposed to be done. But as I went forward and kept on learning more, reading more, and writing the codes as I learned them, then I came to realize that these things are not that difficult. And if you do like have this kind of belief or this kind of interest about learning how to build stuff, I do believe that trying out code is incredible. And you know, at times it's not about you looking for a job with a code, but you want to solve a problem. Yeah, you know, at times you may come across a real world problem, and you can model an idea in code around the problem and see how best you can provide the solution for it. This makes you like so happy, because I mean, to see a whole lot of people making use of your application is a whole level of different joy on its own. You understand? Yeah. So these are some of the things that we do when it comes to matters concerning programming. I would entreat you to try the very best you can to make sure that you are learning the how to build apps. You know, it doesn't matter whether you are a doctor, whether you are a nurse, it doesn't matter your background. You know, the Lacey just once made mention of this, and I quote that coding teaches you to think. And it's very true. It's very true. With coding, you come to like build the building blocks, okay, used to solve some difficult problems. At times you come across something and you begin to think, how do I come up with an algorithm step by step to solve this problem? And oftentimes it's all down to learning the basics, understanding how the real thing is actually done. And through this, you come to know that coding is not difficult at all. So this is what you have to expect from me. The starting date is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. That is the 16th of this month. I will start doing the official recordings concerning this YouTube application that we are going to be built. And remember, this is about inspiration, showing you what we are capable of as developers. I want to try the very best I can to make sure that there are no frameworks in there. I want to lower those kind of dependencies to show you that I do really understand what I'm doing and I have a fair idea about the whole structure concerning building stuff. Yeah. So we all do learn. We all do learn. We learn on daily basis. I think if you don't learn, there will come a certain point where you'll be obsolete. Yeah, someone will take over your job if you don't change the way you do things. These things are very normal, but when it comes to the field of programming, it will help you to like think a lot. And there is real joy in coming up with a problem and finding a solution to it using digital means. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching me. And remember, the name is Kwame Lau. You can go to kwamelau.com to find out more about what I do and what I have to offer. Thanks for spending your time to watch me, and see you next time. Bye bye.